Hi, I'm Shelley Greer and I'm a director at Galley Miles Lawyers. Following on from my last video where I spoke about whether or not you need to keep your trust, what I want to talk about today is, let's say you've decided to keep your trust, what do I need to do about my trust to ensure that it's administered correctly? So you will be aware, and it's certainly been in the media, that the Trusts Act 2019 came into effect on the 30th of January 2021. This Act has far-reaching effects for all New Zealanders that have trusts. We have been reviewing a number of our clients' trust deeds over the last 18 months in three particular ways. The first way is that we have been updating the deed to ensure that it refers to the new Act and not to the law that is no longer in force. The second key way is that we have been narrowing the classes of beneficiaries of the trust. Now, in New Zealand, we have about 2 degrees of separation. So, in many older trusts, the classes of beneficiaries mean that virtually everyone in the North Island is a beneficiary of your trust. Now, that's often not what you intended when you settled the trust to begin with. So, we are narrowing the classes of beneficiaries to those who the settlor intended to benefit from the trust. It's also really important that you have only the beneficiaries that you intend to benefit from the trust in your trust deed. Typically, that's the settlors, their children and grandchildren. This is really important because the new Trust Act contains a presumption that beneficiaries of a trust will be provided with basic trust information. Now, in some cases, the settlors may not want a wide class of beneficiaries to be able to access that information. And the third key way is that we are dealing with the situation where one of the settlors who may have the power to appoint and fire trustees loses capacity. So typically the legislation covers this situation, however that may not be what you intend. For example, if you're the settlor of a trust and you can hire and fire trustees and then you lose capacity, under the legislation, the next person in line is the remaining trustees. Now, if that person next in line is in fact your accountant, then your accountant will then have a real position of control in the trust and be able to hire and fire trustees at his or her whim. Now, that's often not a situation that's desirable to many settlors. So if you do have a trust deed that you think may need to be reviewed, then I strongly encourage you to see your solicitor about this. If you've got any questions about updating your trust, you can also call us at Galley Miles and we'd be happy to help.